Hello students, welcome back in online lecture series. I am Anuradha Wagh, teacher from BYK College. Students, in the last video we have seen the insurance services, in that principle of insurance and the various types of insurance. Now in this video we are going to learn about the types of life insurance. Students, as I told you in the last video, life insurance provide the financial protection to the dependents of the policyholder in case of his untimely death. With the different types of policy introduced by the life insurance policy, it is possible to provide the certain expenses like education or marriage of the children, etc. So we can say that life insurance policy is a elements of capital formation, or we can say that it is only investment. There is no risk is involved in the life insurance policy. Here there are the some types of life insurance policy. First one is the whole life policy. As the name suggests, the whole life of a person is insured under this policy. The insured cannot receive the money from the insurance company till he is alive. And generally the rate of premium is very low as compared to the other insurance. The money become payable on the death of insured person to his nominee or the legal heir of the deceased policyholder. This policy is merely beneficially to the family of deceased, as it is provided the financial assistance to the family after the death of the insured person. Now, second one is the endowment insurance policy. Now, under this policy, insurance is taken for the specific period. For the certain period, we are taken the insurance policy, and the sum assurance along with the bonus is given on the death of the dependent of the family or the nominees to the family, or on the expiry of the specific period, the insured himself receive the amount of the policy along with some bonus amount, along with some extra amount. It is a popular plan as to protect the family of deceased or provide old age pension to the insured. Now next one is a term insurance policy. Now this policy also, as the name suggests, the term, so it is taken only for the specific period. It has the lowest premium among all insurance plans. Premium is a fixed and does not change during the terms of policy. Does not during the terms, it means that it cannot be changed like the terms, that is after 6 months, after 2 months, or after 1 year. It cannot be changed. The amount of the premium is going to be a fixed. In case of the untimely death, the dependents or the nominee will receive the benefits amount the specific in the terms life insurance agreement. Whatever they have to be subject matter in the agreement, so the benefits given to the deceased partner or deceased person of the family member. Now next one is a money back policy. In a money back policy, they provide the regular percentage of some assurance during the lifetime of the policy, and also give the guarantee of the benefit of full amount assures in the event of the death. If in the case of death or death of the person or the policy holders, the members of the deceased person is going to give the assurance or some percentage of amount under this policy. This policy is suitable for those people who likely have the saving and insurance cover. Now next one is the annuity policy. Now this policy is suitable for the retired person. So the insured has to pay the premium in lump sum amount, or maybe he can pay the installment over the certain period of time, and the insurer will receive back the specific amount periodically from the specific date onwards, either for the life or for the fixed number of the years. Generally, life insurance is obtained by the person having the lump sum wealth and wants to use the money after his retirement. A person who is retired, so he has interested in a annuity policy. He can pay the lump sum amount at a one time, and he has taken the policy, and for the further times of life of time, he get some amount as a some some amount as an income. Now, next one is a child insurance. In the child insurance, the saving come investment plan is this. So in that plan, the insurance company designed to meet the child future financial needs. Child insurance policy allow the kids to live their dreams. Child insurance policy give the advantages to start the investing in the children's plan right from the time of their born, and make a provisions to withdraw the savings, and once the child reaches to the adult, when it is in a college or for his further education, so he can that times he can get the benefit from that policy. So many times the parents are taken the child insurance policy for their children's. Now next one is a retirement plan. Retirement plan and the annuity policy one and the same thing. Now in a pension policy is different from the other policy or other form of the life insurance, as it does not provide any life insurance cover, but it is merely offer the guarantee income either for the life or for the certain period. Therefore this type of insurance is taken to get the regular income after the retirement. And last one is the ULIP. Now ULIP means unit link insurance plan. It is introduced by private company and it is very popular nowadays, and this plan is a combine the benefits of life insurance policy with the mutual funds. A certain part of the premium is invested in the listed equities or the debt funds, or we can say that we can also purchase the bonds, and then balance is used to provide the for life insurance and fund management expenses. So this insurance policy is introduced by the private companies. Now next one is a fire insurance. Types of the fire insurance. Now the fire insurance is for the protection, not for the profit. As I told in the last lecture, fire insurance means protection, protects the insured against the risk of only and only for the fire. You can insure your property, or you can take a policy for the business purpose, and you can insure your any property. But when the cause is that when your property or your goods are damaged by the fires only, that time insurance company can give you a compensation against the loss. Or if you have to be mention any other cause apart from the fire, so you can also get the compensation against the loss. Now there are the types of fire insurance. First type is valued policy. Now in this type of policy, where the value of subject matter of insurance is agreed upon at the time of making the contract, and the insurer has to pay the specific amount or the value of respective amount of the loss caused due to the fire. Valued policy is taken for those goods whose value become difficult to calculate in case of the fire by loss. It means that this policy is taken for those businessmen whose value of goods are very difficult to calculate after loss by the fire. That's why it is taken to those businessmen. This type of policy can be taken for the artwork, painting, etc. Because when the work or painting work or artwork is damaged by the fire, so we can't calculate the value of that fire. So at one time they can value. It means that they can pay the agreed amount as a premium, and they can make the policy. Now next one is a average policy. Now in this policy, the subject matter is not insured as per the exact market value or undervalue, then the insurer is liable to pay some percentage of loss for which it is insured. For example, if the policy is taken for rupees 50,000 against the market value of 1 lakh rupees, and the loss incurred due to the fire is rupees 40,000 rupees, then insurance company will pay 20,000 rupees. That is a 50% of 40,000. Whatever the actual loss is there, so 50% of that loss is going to pay by the insurance company to the insured. It is not going to pay the full amount or whatever the amount of the that value of the good in a market. Now next one is a floating policy. Now under this policy, goods can be insured which are laying in different locations or in a different godowns or in a different warehousing. Since the quantity of goods laying at different places, it is a fluctuated from time to time. It's become very difficult for the owner to take a specific policy. So businessmen or traders or manufacturers take the fluctuating policy. Such policy is usually taken for the one sum and one premium for the goods laying at a different places. Now next one is a excess policy. Now in the excess policy is taken for the value of stock in the market constantly fluctuates. The businessman who's taken the policy whose goods is very fluctuate in a market and it does not have the any fixed amount in a market, so they can take the excess policy. One policy is for the minimum amount below the value of stock never falls, and another policy is difference, that is the excess amount for the maximum amount of the stock by which price is fluctuated. For example, take example, if the value of stock range between the 1 lakh to 1 lakh 30,000, then one policy is taken for 1 lakh rupees and another policy excess amount is rupees 30,000 rupees. It means that in the two policy the businessman can take the two policy. Now next one is a comprehensive policy. Comprehensive policy covers all type of risk like fire, explosion, strike, etc. These policies is also called as a all-in-one policy. It means that you can take only one policy and you can whatever the damage for your property due to the fire, due to the theft, due to the explosion, strikes, whatever the reason is that, but the company can pay the compensation against that loss to you. This is very popular method in India, not only in India but it is in UK, USA and other part of the country. Now next one is a is that the consequential loss policy. It means that it is also called as a blanket policy. It means that we are loss of the tangible or intangible property. The policy covers all assets which is intangible or tangible or intangible. It means that suppose there are the fixed or current assets also assures in a one policy. Under this policy, all types of assets laying at different places are covered under the one premium and in a one policy. Now next one is a sprinkler leakage policy. In the sprinkle leakage policy, the insured has to be the businessman take a policy against the his property, and if the any leakage, it means that you can cover the damaged property caused by the automatically sprinkle system that has leakage or discharge water accidentally rather than it's supposed to the fire or smoke. However, discharge or leakage of water due to the heat caused by the fire, repairs, alterations of buildings, earthquake, war, etc. can be not covered by this policy. Only the sprinklers leakage policy. It means that suppose any If your property is damaged and that cost is by the automatically sprinkle system, so that time you will get the compensation from the insurance company. Now let us see the marine insurance. In the marine insurance, as I told about the marine insurance gives the protection against the losses caused or due to the dangers of sea. It is It is a form of insurance contract covering the loss or damage to the vessels or to the cargo or to the passengers during the marine transport. Now cargo means a goods which is transport or which is transport the goods from the one destination to the another destination on the ship. Now again, when we are talk about the marine insurance, again there are the three types of marine insurance. One is a hull, second one is a cargo, and freight marine insurance. Marine insurance is a form of general insurance policy covering the loss or damages ship, cargo, hull, or any other equipments and the transportation between the points of origins and final destinations of voyage. So in a marine insurance we can take the insurance policy whatever on the ships. It means that not only for the cargo, not only for the equipment, but whole ships we can cover by taking this policy. Now in this first one is the voyage policy. Now in a voyage policy, it is a policy in which the subject matter is insured for a particular voyage. It means that suppose voyage means ship. So in that ship, we can take on particular types of voyage. We can take the policy for only for that voyage, and it is or respectively time is involved. So in case of risk begins only when the ship start on the voyage. So voyage from the Mumbai to New York. So the insurance policy is taken only for that voyage. Now next one is a time policy. In the time policy, one in which the subject matter is insured for the defined period of time against the dangers at sea. The time policy cannot for the period existing the 1 year. It means that we can not only for the 6 month, 1 year. So it means that period may be of for the more than the 1 year. And but it cannot be it contain the continuous clause. It contains the continuous clause. So continuous clause means that is if the voyage is not completed within a specific time limit, and the risk shall be covered until the voyage is completed their tour, or it can be arrival of the ship at the port. Now next one is a mixed policy. Now the mixed policy is a combination of voyage and time policy. Therefore it covers both risk. It is a particular voyage also and for the specific period also. So it can be suppose we take a policy from Mumbai to New York for 40 days. So that voyage starting from that particular date. Now next one is a valued policy. Under this policy, goods are insured for the agreed value between the insurer and insured. When we are to taken the any policy, so that times we have to be agreed some amount between the insured and insured. Why we are taking this policy? Because many times at the ship or the cargo is not possible to take that value of that such goods. For example, in a ship there are the goods and we have some cost of goods plus freight, shipping charges. So we have to be paying the extra amount that. So in that time we have to be take a valued policy. So in that we have to be pay some agreed amount to the insurance company, and the insurance company can pay that amount when our any damages for our properties. Now next one is a blanket policy. Under the blanket policy, maximum limit of requires amount of the protection is estimated, which is purchased in the lump sum. The amount of the premium is usually paid in advance. This policy is describe the nature of goods, insure for the specific route, port, places, voyage, and cover all the risk automatically. It means that under this policy, the maximum limit we have to be protect our policy. We can pay the lump sum amount and we can take the policy, and that policy is cover all the risk, whatever the reason for the damage. Now, next one is the port risk policy. Now, port risk policy cover all the risk of vessel while it is an anchor at the port for the particular period of time. This policy is applicable to the departure of the vessel or to the port. It means that the port, whenever the port ship is departure or till it is till the departure of the vessel, and the ship is so next one is a composite policy. Now, composite policy, when this policy is issued jointly by the more than one insurance company, it is called the composite policy. Composite policy may be necessary when the total risk is involved is sustainable, and it may not be feasible for the insurance company to underwrite. For the entire risk, the liability of each insurance company is distinct, and the separate and each one of them settle their claim for the parties. Now, next one is a single vessel policy. In a single vessel policy, small ship owner having their only one ship in a different fleet, so they can take for the to cover all their risk, they can take only one policy. It means that under one policy they can cover all the risk, or they can cover all their policies, or all their ships. Now, next one is a fleet policy and block policy. This is the last type of marine insurance. In the fleet policy, several ships are belonging to the only one owner, and the insured under the same policy, he can insure his several ships under the one policy. In the block policy, the cargo owner is protected against the damage or loss of a cargo. Cargo means goods which is transferred from the one port to another port. In all models of the transport through which the cargo is carried, it means that it is cover all types of risk of rail, road, and sea transport. Okay, so there are the all types of insurance are finished over here, and in next lecture we will see the next services of business. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.